So first of all, you guys have to say hello to our TPR mascot. So, what's up, Jimmy? So last time I was speaking and he took a shit in front of everyone, just like next to me. So what's up, guys? First of all, very nice meeting you. Hopefully whatever was said was nice, because I don't understand shit, so I don't know if it was good or bad. Besides that, my name is Miguel. I'm currently 27 years old. Very first time in Scandinavia, basically in Sweden. Weather obviously blessed me to come here from Dubai with 35 degrees, and now it's rainy. So I'm freezing as hell. First thing I did is I went to like a shop and I bought like these, like these ski underwear kind of stuff, t-shirts when you're cold. Like first thing I bought, like I'm freezing cold. So I'm trying to survive over here. But yeah, today is definitely not about me. It's about you guys, and I'm very, very happy and proud to be here as the founder of the TPR community, which stands for Trading People Revolution. And what we want to try today, and what we want to do today with you guys is start a revolution. Not a revolution against the country, not a revolution against the system, because if I say that, I'm going to get kicked out of Sweden tomorrow. But that's not the goal. It's a revolution inside of yourself to understand more about finance, online business, how to invest, how to trade, how money works, what money is. And obviously for everyone that is so desperately looking for information on how all of this works, that's what we're going to provide today, right? Quickly just about me so you guys know who's speaking here. And then we will basically go into like 3 major steps that I find very, very important nowadays. I tell all of my friends, I tell all of my business partners, I tell everyone all around the world. These are the 3 major keys and points that you need to understand right now, because if not, you are going to be left behind. And no one wants to be left behind in these days because time is moving very fast, right? Another thing, I know I speak very fast. I know that I speak very kind of rude sometimes, right? I always say I'm young and direct. And English is not my first language, right? So if I make mistakes and you find mistakes, you can keep them. And also I always say that my English is not, I don't speak English, I speak facts. Okay, is everyone good with that? Yeah. And if I'm too fast, can you guys tell me to slow down? Yeah. Okay, just tell me to slow down. Also, are you guys a little bit more like an interactive crowd in Sweden, or are you guys like more laid back and chill, you don't want questions? What about Swedish people? Like, you guys don't like questions? Quiet crowd? Okay, then I will wake you up, okay? I will wake you up. Because I like more interaction. I don't like it to be like in a school where I just speak and you guys are just sitting there, okay? So we'll do it a little bit interactive. But yeah, just quickly about me. So as I already said, I'm Miguel. I came here from Dubai to see beautiful Scandinavia, to be on this tour here as the founder for the community. And my job is basically just to be here, to represent the community, to obviously answer questions. So if later on after the event you have any questions, just come up to me. I know I have like a resting bitch face. That's, I think, what people say, right? So I look very mean, but I'm not mean. I'm a teddy bear. So if you need anything, just come up to me, ask me any questions. And then also very, very important, why did I start all of this over 7 years ago? You need to understand that I was born in Africa, in Namibia. My mom is German, my dad is Portuguese. And with 5 years, I came to Germany. From there on, I lived with my mom together with my little sister. And one thing that definitely always was a problem in my family when I was younger was money, right? So I grew up to be a man that, always like struggled with money, knowing that my mom basically had like a lot of jobs, but it was always difficult for us. So what I wanted to do growing up is I wanted to change that, right? I wanted to, my mom to have enough money. I knew that one day, obviously, I want to have kids, so I want my kids to have enough money. I want to be able to travel the world, to see different places, understand different cultures, learn different languages. And my goal was always to move to Dubai. I don't know why. Even before Dubai was a hype, first time I downloaded the Instagram app, I like saw Dubai all the time. My For You page, or whatever you call it, right, was full of Dubai. So that was always my goal. And that's why I started all of this 7 years ago, because I wanted to know more about finance, right? Because finance obviously is a very, very big important part of our lives, right? And some people tend to not allow themselves to think about money that much. Some people would say, look, money is not important as long as we are healthy, right? All of these things. Some people will even say money is the root of all evil. I don't know if you heard about that, but my mom always said that. My mom used to say, look, everyone that has money is an asshole, right? Everyone that has money scammed someone or took money from people or are bad people in general, right? So that's how I kind of a little bit grew up. But I needed to educate myself a lot about money. And I understood that money is an important thing, so we can do whatever we want, right? Why are there actually rich and wealthy people? And why are there like poor people in this world, right? That's how I spent my nights as a 14, 15, 16-year-old teenager in bed, asking myself this question. Why do some people struggle really with money, and why do other people have so much? What would you guys say? Just give me some ideas. Why are there poor, why are there rich people in this world? Just lift your hand and just quickly say it. There's no wrong answer. Yeah.
Information.
So, okay, information is one thing. That's really good. What else?
Open-minded.
Open-minded, yeah.
Mindset.
Mindset, yeah.
War.
Sorry? Was two at one time?
War.
War, yeah.
Money management.
Money management, what else? Why they're rich, why they're poor people?
Oh, I know. Action.
Action. Okay, so the rich take action, the poor no? Okay, easy. Okay, maybe the poor also take action, but like wrong action. What else? Why are they rich, why are they poor people? Connections, network in general, right? When we talk about wealthy people, we always say like they're connected, like what does connection mean, right? But yeah, so connections or network, Rolodex, whatever you want to call it. What else do we have? Again, there's no wrong answer. It's not a test.
Less food.
Less food, okay, that would be like very deep in terms of how they develop in the sense of how much opportunity they have. So I came from Africa, or I was born in Africa. Doesn't mean that we were poor or anything, we were doing very well for ourselves, but it's a different kind of wealth and being rich there. It's more like being secure, but obviously you see a lot of things. I have multiple, like I've traveled all around the world, like I've been on all continents besides the North Pole, so I saw a lot, right? And that's true, like some people struggle with food, and obviously if they don't have that, it's hard to develop into these things. But what's kind of crazy to me that most people, there are people that have smartphones, like more smartphones than food, right? Some people like have smartphones and internet connection, but don't have a bank account. So smartphones, and that's what we're gonna talk about in a second, because that's obviously a big tool to use. But yeah, that's definitely one of them, right? Some people are just a little bit more blessed than other people, that's true. What else? Rich and poor people difference.
Fair.
Sorry?
Fair.
I-
Fair.
Fair? Fairness or what?
Fear.
Oh, fear. Okay, got it. Yeah, fear. So fear of, for example, fear of?
Fear of doing something.
Yeah.
Doing something new.
Maybe fear of taking opportunities and decisions. Okay, perfect. What else? You also had something?
Investering invest.
Investment or yeah, okay, nice. Got it, yeah. Some like rich people, wealthy people invest their money where poor people would like just spend their money, right? So for poor people, they get their money, like their loan or whatever, and then they go spend it on like, I don't know what, shopping centers, right? And others, like they put some money aside, they reinvest it. Yep.
And like questioning the system.
Yeah. So wealthy
Asking more
people,
questions.
yeah, they ask themselves more questions. They're more critical. They just don't follow everything. That's obviously one thing, right? What else? Do you have anything more? Yeah. Risk, really good. Risk, right? Wealthy people, there's a funny, I don't know if you guys saw it, because I know it went viral all over the world, but there was this one reel or this one TikTok of like a Dubai guy, and he said, no risk, no Ferrari, and like became very, very famous, right? But it's true, no risk, no Ferrari, right? What else? You guys are very smart, I like that. In general, Scandinavian people are very smart. I like that. What else? Why are they rich, why are they poor people? Think about it. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's think about, in general, so you're born, right? When you're born, how does your character build? Think of your character, like where does the information, because the first thing we said was information. Information is actually our like vision and our sentence in TPR that we always say is information changes situation, right? But let's think about where does the information come from that makes you as a human nowadays. So for example, I'm 27, you are maybe 18, 19, 20, whatever. So we say that you are the sum of your thoughts over the last 27 years, right? So what was in your mind for 27 years is what today makes me, okay? So what makes us is information, but where do we get this information from in general? Think of you are born as a baby. Who indoctrinates you? Who gives you information?
News.
Okay, so school, parents, I heard. What else? News, so media. What else? Friends, obviously, yeah. You're the average of 5 people. I think everyone heard about that. Teachers, yeah, they have a very big impact. What else? Society, obviously. Every society is different rules, different things, yeah.
I don't know if they said media.
Media, yeah, we had that, but yeah, good. What else? I mean, they didn't say directly media, but they said news or something, so I put it into media, so you're good, bro. Anything else? I think these are the most important ones, okay? So that is the information that we get in. And if I ask you a question, so let's say you are more or less you were more or less, or are more or less in the same situation I was. You come from a family that is not the richest, but also not poor, because no one is really poor here. Let's say like middle class, right? So I was also not poor. Poor means you have nothing, okay? I always had everything, but money was always a struggle. Let's define it like that. Do you sometimes at the end of the month have more days left than money? Do you know this feeling? That's what I mean, actually. You guys are paid monthly here, right? Not weekly. Right? Okay, so that's the thing, right? In Germany, the same. So my mom, we always had at the end of the day, at the end of the month, there was a couple of days left where we were like, shit, getting difficult, right? So that's like what most people experience. So that's what we're talking about. So to go back, all of these information that goes into us, society, media, school, all of these things, they make us. Now, I just have a simple question for you guys, and that is, are they interested in teaching you about finance? Any of these entities that we just talked about. Maybe your parents, yes, but are they most likely capable to do that? Most likely not, right? So if you say you don't come from a wealthy family that doesn't teach you these things, and it's kind of crazy because I grew up, again, my mom had struggles with money, my dad had struggles with money, and I also now have friends that are pretty wealthy, and they have their kids now, they have like 5-year, 6-year-old kids, and it's insane for me to see how they teach them about money, right? I have a friend of mine, he gives his kids, so they are 10, 12, 15, he gives his kids every year 30,000 euros, right, to write it off of the taxes. So you can give it to them, right? So he can write it off the taxes. He gives each kid 30,000, and he says if you don't make more money out of the money, then you will not get another 30,000 the next year. Complete different mindset. You know what I mean? In terms of you need to take that money, and one of his kids spent the money, right? And didn't get another 30,000 the next year, right? So obviously they not get like 30,000, like spend it and waste it, but they are animated to invest it and make more money out of it, right? Another thing that they do, have you guys heard about the book called The Secret? Anyone? Positive thinking, mindset, all of these things, right? So it's a book that teaches us about mindset, right? Just in general, our thoughts create our reality, okay? Whatever you believe in God, whatever, it doesn't matter, but factually everything is energy, and what we believe in becomes our reality, okay? By now everyone should know that. So he teaches his kids with 6 years old, they get courses about that. Imagine you are 6 years old and you get coached in terms of spiritual intelligence and emotional intelligence and understanding how the world works with 6. Imagine how crazy these kids become when they're like 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, and you teach them how to move with money. So it's a completely different thing. So for me, the answer why there's rich and why there's poor people is information, right? And the main question I asked you guys was actually, again, is anyone interested in teaching us about it? No, we all know that, right? So here's 2 things you can do. Either you accept it, and it's okay, you just continue in your life how it is, that's cool, right? Or you say, look, I understood by now that I need to find more information in general. I need more information about finance. I need more information just in general because the society, the media, everyone is not willing to teach us. And I wouldn't even say they're not willing to teach us, but actually they manipulate us against us really understanding what money is. Because think of a very easy example. When I was a kid and my mom was working all the time, I was in front of TV, right? I know nowadays people don't really do TV that much anymore, but we still have YouTube, we have Netflix, these kind of things, right? But think of TV in general. So I was 5 or 6 years old in front of TV, and I was watching series like SpongeBob, like Donald Duck, and all of these kind of things, right? The comics and all of the stuff that you watch. And there's always one rich character, and this rich character has always some certain characteristic. Does it make sense? So if you think of who is the richest person in SpongeBob, for example. Who is the richest person in SpongeBob? Do you guys know what I'm speaking about? Do you guys watch this? So Mr. Krabs, perfect. So just easy, like you guys are thinking like, what the fuck is he talking about? But it will make sense, okay? Trust me. Mr. Krabs, characterize Mr. Krabs. He is rich and?
Greedy.
Greedy. For what else?
Alone.
Alone. What else?
Bad person.
Sorry?
Bad person.
Bad person. What else?
Greedy.
Does he has any positive characteristics besides being rich? Okay, perfect. So let's think about Donald Duck. Donald Duck is rich and? Mean. What else? Like, I think we're talking about the same Donald Duck, right? The one that has a safe and swims inside of a safe and the money, right? This one we're talking about. Okay, so he's rich and? Same thing, basically. Greedy, asshole, no one wants him, no one likes him, alone. So imagine you are a kid, 5, 6, you sit in front of this TV and you watch this. And every rich character is characterized as negative or portrayed as negatively, right? Do you think as a kid, if you don't combat that and you learn something about finance, you get other information into yourself, do you think that as a kid of 18, 19, 20, that you want to become rich if everything you saw as a kid is that rich people are bad? Think of a Hollywood movie. Most Hollywood movies have a villain. Who's the villain? The rich person, right? There's so many movies where the rich are always portrayed wrong. I'm not saying that there's not rich people that are bad, but there's also poor people that are bad. So it's not about the money. Money is a multiplier, right? So why does society, media, Hollywood, all of them portray financial education always so negatively and impact us so deeply as young kids? So we grow up and we don't want to become rich because we are actually scared of standing out, right? I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that in Scandinavia in general, I have some Scandinavian friends, Swedish friends, they have a lot of money, they made a lot of money investing in crypto, they live in Dubai, and they tell me, look, Miguel, in Dubai, in Sweden, like you don't really flex, like you don't show that you're wealthy. That's not something that is done, right? And I think it's pretty cool because you guys are like very chill on that. But is that also like a society impacting you, right? And don't you think that some Swedish people would say, look, I want to have money, I want to do good for myself, but I don't want to flex, I don't want to show it off. So that's how our society impacts us. I'm not saying it's good or bad, right? You should, like, everyone has their, do whatever you guys think is cool for you, right? Not saying it's good or bad, but that's how it impacts us. So what I want you guys to understand by now is that media, society, parents, if they're not educated financially, right, that's a problem for you. All of them don't want you to become financially smart, but not only don't want you to become financially smart, they actually implement wrong information and portray everything negative that has to do become wealth and rich, right? So now you are, whatever age you are, sitting here today, probably doing a normal job, studying, opening your business or whatever, and that's cool, right? I'm not someone, and that's very important, I'm not someone that hates against jobs. If you have a job, you should be grateful, because I was always grateful having a job, right? So that's all cool. And you should continue with your jobs. But you should also spend a little bit of your time, because I know you guys are watching Netflix, I know you guys are chilling, I know you guys are, TV, I know you guys are wasting your time, I know you guys scroll 1 to 2 hours every night in front of TikTok, right? Before you sleep, I know. Why would you not replace this time with something that makes sense, and just instead of consuming, you consume something smart? I told you in the beginning there's 3 major things you need to listen and you need to be very careful about in the future. And don't say in 5 years that no one told you, because today someone exposed you and told you. In the space that I am in, with like a lot of wealthy young people in Dubai, they all say these 3 things. That's the major 3 things, and who gets it, and who not will be left behind. Number 1, you need to get into a Wi-Fi business. Does it make sense? Online businesses. Does it make sense that online businesses, Wi-Fi business is the future? Or not? Do you guys think it's going to be gone in 2 years again, Wi-Fi business? No, it's going to get bigger. The Wi-Fi sector. In general, we call it virtual reality, okay? The most successful companies already are virtual reality. One comes from Sweden, which is? Spotify, for example, has no physical product. It's a virtual reality company, right? It takes physical people, connects them on the internet, provides them a service, which is not physical. What else? I mean, Spotify, one of them. We have others that you use daily probably. Think of how did you get here if you don't have your own car. Uber, Bolt, whatever, right? All of these ones. So these are virtual reality companies. They offer a service, connect you online. They have no caps, no physical, nothing. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, Meta in general, right? It's all online, virtual reality. You guys connect online. What else do we have? Netflix, same thing. What else? TikTok, yeah. Airbnb, right? So when I travel, I use Airbnbs. They don't have physical real estate. They connect you with the person who wants to rent out its apartment. So that's all virtual reality. Do you know what I mean? Virtual reality is like everything. So we could do, you guys know about Zoom, right? We could do this right now as a Zoom, right? Would be the same thing. It's just like, obviously now we are physical and it's better like that, right? It's more trustworthy. But we could do it on Zoom and we could do the same thing. I could be there on the camera, right? Or basically like on the screen with a camera sitting home. We could do that. That's number 1. So you need to get into Wi-Fi businesses, okay? Number 2 is you need to understand trends and capitalize from trends. Position yourself in front of what is trending. What would you say is going to trend in the future? What is a trend right now? In economy, future, besides online business and virtual reality, which we already said, right? That's one of the 3. But there's 2 more very important ones that are going to trend in the future. And if you get yourself positioned now in front of these 2 or 3, 3 trends, the one that we just said, the virtual reality, then you will be good forever. Or good like in the future for 100% and for sure. So what are these industries? Think about it. Virtual reality is one of them. There's 3 in total. There's 2 more. AI, perfect. Okay. Who uses ChatGPT in here? Someone uses ChatGPT? Okay, perfect. That's insane. So AI, we're going to talk about it in a second. What else? There's another very important future industry that you need to understand right now that is going to be a trend. It's already a trend. Most people already, crypto, right? So we have online businesses, we have AI, and we have crypto. These are the 3 major industries in the future. If you have a job, if you're studying, if you want to build a business, make sure that your business, your job, whatever you're doing is leading you into these 3 major industries. Because for the next, let's say, for the rest of your life, you will be fine in this industry. And that's the industry that will make most of the money. Now, if I would have stand here like 7 years ago and told you about crypto, maybe I would accept if you guys would say, look, this is not going to work, crypto. But if you nowadays don't understand that crypto is going to be the future, then I don't know if you live in Sweden, I guess you live maybe on Mars, but like you need to understand this is the future and it's already here, right? Major countries like Australia, they are some of the first ones. China, Japan, they are introducing electronical money already, right? Which is called CBDCs. That's another big topic, but it's happening right now, right? And you guys will have that too, 100%. Because what is it that the state always wants is control over their people. So if they can control their people with money, what will they do? They will digitalize the money to control you guys. Makes sense, right? So we don't need to be naive on that. That will come 100%. So imagine you understand about it now. Imagine you would have understood about it 2 or 3 years ago, okay? Then we have AI. So AI for us, ChatGPT right now. Is there any other AIs you guys use right now? Anyone use a different AI tool besides ChatGPT right now?
Canva.
Customer support AIs?
Customer support AIs?
Canva.
Canva, yeah, Canva has implemented AI for the pictures and stuff. Yeah, so what else? Think about it. Someone has a Tesla? Besides Gene? Self-driving, even though I don't think it's like really allowed here, but it's AI that powers that. So AI already exists since a long time in airplanes, every time you sit in an airplane, right? What else? Your phone, the screen, when it detects your face, right? I mean, if I would shave up my beard, then maybe it wouldn't find my face anymore, but normally it's very smart in finding my face, right? So that's AI technology. Where else do we have AI? What else kind of tools are you using right now? Siri, for example. What else? Other AI tools you are using or you don't even know you're using? Sorry? Google Home.
Customer service?
Customer service in general, yeah. What else?
Alexa.
Alexa, yeah. What else? Even though it's a very stupid AI, but yeah, to be honest. But good, the idea of Google is not to have a good product, it's actually to offer you a cheap, it's to offer you a cheap product that at the end of the day just takes in all of your data. Because all the companies right now that are like Tesla is not a car company. Tesla is a data company. All of these companies, they just have one goal, and that's your data. Because if you feed your future AI with the most data, is the person that wins. So Elon has just one goal, is collecting as much as information as possible from you guys so they can power their future AI. So it's not about cars. They sell you the car for a cheap price where they make no profit with it. So if you don't pay something, if it's very cheap or you don't pay for a product, then you are the product. So you guys are the product, right? If you didn't know that. So they collect the data. Do you think that in the future, in the next, not even future, like in a couple of months, 1-2 years, okay, future we can say, but very near future, very fast it's gonna happen, that most of the tools that we're gonna use are gonna be AI. So basically whatever you're using right now that is not AI yet will be AI 100% in the next couple of months. Right? And that's insane, think about it. Think about if you know how to make money with AI. Think of using AI today to make money. I use AI every day and it made my life so much easier, right? Some people really need to be scared about the future. Yep.
We have AI on Snapchat, for example.
AI on Snapchat, 100%. Okay, so we have a lot of AI. And number 3, what I just said, so we said crypto, we said online money, and we already said AI, right? So point number 1 in general, get into Wi-Fi money. Point number 2, right? Understand the future industries are AI, crypto, and virtual reality, okay? Point number 3, and that has to do with AI again, is right now what everyone has to ask himself the question, and especially people that are already entrepreneurs, people that want to become entrepreneurs, people that want to build something in general, is will your business or your job be AI proven in the next couple of years? Have you guys thought about that? Just in general, like what you do right now, is there an AI that can do it better and faster for way less money and can replace you? Do you think that could happen in your job? Who thinks of himself or whatever you guys are studying, do you believe that in the next couple of years you can be replaced by an AI?
No.
Why can you not be replaced?
I'm studying.
It probably is going to be smart enough. Just a question for you, bro. Like I'm not arguing against you. I know what you mean, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. So if I get it wrong, tell me. But are movements that you do on a human body and trainings, for example, after analyzing what the problem is, okay? So let's say you give the AI the problem that the human has. You analyze what the problem is, okay? For example, I have a dislocated shoulder. You see it, you analyze it, you feed the AI, that it makes these kind of movements with me in sense of my training. Do you think that could happen? Okay, easy. Anyone else? I will come to a conclusion, but thank you. Anyone else? I mean, obviously, it will not replace every job, and I will tell you which ones they will not replace. That's a good
departments.
Yeah, I saw like a crazy video like about like, I don't know if it was in Dubai actually or somewhere in like Asia, but they did like a full operation just with the robot where they like used the joysticks and stuff. So basically they were doing an operation like kilometers away, just like from a computer and like from an AI and just like crazy like with a robot arm and shit. Like it's insane.
They do robotic
Yeah.
surgery right now.
Yeah,
but it
okay,
might
crazy.
also be like only AI doing the surgery.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
in
100%.
some cases.
100%, yeah, easy. What else? How can we maybe define it? How can we define right now a rule so we know we are on the safe side, on the safer side, or we are basically effed up completely? How do we like, where's the middle that we can like come up with? What do you guys think? So for me, I will tell you what I think, right? Because I think it's important you guys understand that. Because right now, everyone, especially myself, I had to ask myself the question, can people take whatever I do and do it faster and cheaper and better than AI, so I will be replaced? Because look, if you don't show up tomorrow to work, you will be replaced, right? Most likely. That's how jobs work. But think of it like that, to like have like an easy distinguishing way of if you're gonna be replaced or not. Whatever you do, ask yourself the question if it's duplicatable, right? Is it duplicatable? Means can you write it down, someone can read it and do it too? Because if yes, then AI can do it, right? Number two, just in general, ask yourself the question, can you easily be replaced? And I say easily, right? Probably there are physicians that are so good that you cannot replace them. They probably will teach the AI one day how to do it, right? But are you just like a normal person that has a normal job that does something that by a snap can be replaced tomorrow? Most people, yes. So then it will be replaced. I tell you what will never be replaced is someone or just in general, someone, or if you guys can get people into a room, if you guys can do human, 100% like just human things. What is very human? Getting people together, building communities, physical, like being physical with people, what you also said, right? So I would agree and disagree, but like all the physical stuff. So that's very, very important. And you need to think about that because if you don't have an online business, if you are not in these three major industries, and if you are not at the end of the day AI proven, then you will struggle in the future for sure. For sure you will struggle. Now, I'm not negative about the future, right? Some people always portray the future, oh my God, like we're gonna go into World War III and everything's gonna be effed up and AI is gonna take over the world. I believe we always, like as humans, we always kind of made it, right? And we will make it again. But you have to decide just one thing right now, and that's what I'm gonna leave you with. You need to decide, do you wanna be on the side where people are that are not AI proven, that don't know about crypto, don't know about AI, are not building an online business? Or do you want to be on the side at the end of the day that knows about these things and can have an extra income or like an extra more stability in life, knows about these things, so you guys can ensure your future way better? Because we saw in the past, and I'm not going to talk about what happened, you guys know what happened, how fast everything can change, how fast they can lock us up, how fast they can come up with rules, how fast they can take your job, how fast they can close your business, how fast they can move you from locations or not allow you to go out anymore for months and months and months and months, right? And I know that Sweden was very chill on that topic, I know that, right? But it showed us what happened, right? Life was normal for me. A day later, as for you guys, most likely, you were locked up. Means you have a business, you need to close. How many people had to close their business internationally just in general? So I guess whatever you think about these times and what happened in the time, you should take and learn from it. You should take and learn from it and understand that they don't want you to be rich because the people that don't know about money are the ones that pay most of the taxes. So the government, the schools, the media, society has no interest in teaching you about finance because as long as you stay dumb about money, you will just work for money. Sounds hard, but that's fact. Number two, again, AI is going to come. And one thing that my mentor told me is, Miguel, it doesn't matter if you like what is happening or not. He said, Miguel, it doesn't matter if you like the market or not. It's going to do, and it's going to come and do whatever it wants to do. So either you use it for your future, for your kids, for your family, for your husband, for your wife, for your parents to give them back or whatever, and you use these smart ways or you don't. With that being said, you guys now know that there's three major things that you need to understand and figure out in the future. One of them we're going to present today, and that's why I'm going to give it back to, where's our host? Perfect. To our beautiful host, let's go. Thank you. There you go. Oh, no shit today, huh? No shitty today.
Toppen, hörni.
Det är
Jag tycker vi ger en
så.
till stor applåd för Mikael!
Hej.
Hej. Wow. Så mycket känslor och jag hoppas att ni verkligen känner att ni har öppnat mitt sinne nu lite. Ja. allesammans, nu är det faktiskt dags för vår nästa fantastiska speaker som ska prata. Och den här personen